far as 529, here's a hack for you guys if you're interested. Okay, now you can use the money for high school education, stuff like that. Here's something to think about. In my theory, what if you're trying to especially go the college route, what do colleges look at? They look at your high school transcript. They don't look at your middle school transcript. They don't look at your preschool transcript. They look at what you did in high school. And they look at what high school you went to. So if you're having a kid or you're planning on having a kid, maybe what you might want to do is start a 529 plan from the time that, like the moment that they get born, start a 529 plan, put as much money into it as you possibly can, send them to public school from preschool all the way up to eighth grade. And then by that time, you should have some money, a nest egg. Now you can use that to pay for the private school, because that's going to be something that's going to be a tremendous financial burden for you if you're trying to send your kids to private school. So it's not like you just, out the blue, I just got to scramble up and scrape together, thousands of dollars to pay for private school. You've already prepared for that because you saved money. You didn't put them in private school in kindergarten. I don't think it makes sense to go to private school in kindergarten. You can, but I'm speaking from a personal standpoint, because I actually went to private school and public school, so I can speak I can speak on this. Save your money, go to the best high school that you possibly can, and then they can go to anywhere in the world. They can go to Ivy League school after that, or they could just be an entrepreneur or whatever. But their education that they're learning in those formidable years, from 14 to 18, is vitally important to shape them on their future trajectory for life.
And if you can't afford a tutor, there's more options for tutoring once they get home. Please look into investing into some teachers and having them teach your kid after hours, and that in combination, like you said, what Khalees is doing with AI, it'll speed them up really quickly.
Yeah, facts. There's plenty of programming. I was going to say that the AI component helps as well, but you help as well, right? Like wherever you're doing in your career field, what your knowledge base is, you should be pouring into your kid. At least they have information in what you're doing. And two things can happen. They can say, I really love what you're doing, mom or dad, or on whoever it is, and I want to see if I can pursue a career in that path. Or you're like, I'm glad you gave me the information. It's not something I'm interested in. Either way, it's going to be beneficial.
It don't got to be 2 hours. It can be 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, less.
Keep it very short.
Yeah, give them a little bit, little doses over time.
And then if done correctly, if they really excel in high school, especially if they play sports or whatever, then you might not even have to pay for college.
That's a great point.
So you got to be strategic about these things. Success doesn't happen by accident.
That's a great point. Even when what you're teaching them, they may take a combination of everything that they learn and apply it to something else that may be delayed in 6 or 7 years, and they'll be prepared.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay.
Big earnings week this week, y'all. We didn't forget. A lot of the ones in the portfolio will be reporting. Arista Networks will be reporting. Pfizer's reporting. AMD's reporting tomorrow. Supermicro is reporting. Uber, Shopify, Lilly. Lilly's having an interesting month. McDonald's reporting. Wayfair's reporting. It's a big earnings week. So pay attention to it. Pay attention to future guidance. This is one of those opportunities. If you see a pullback, like we've seen with Lilly, it's kind of been trading sideways over the past 6 months. This might be opportunity. You hear future guidance. If you believe there's strength there, then this might be an opportunity to get in long-term positions. So make sure you check the portfolios. And if you have used ChatGPT, use Claude. If you don't want to read earnings reports, throw it in there. Let them summarize it for you. It'll do it for you.
10 highlights.
Tell them the points that exactly what you want. Earnings per share, whatever it is.
United Healthcare. I know you guys are restructuring. Restructure faster. Because if y'all get to 201 or something like that, 201.50, we're seeing some of the greatest companies in the history of America die in front of us. Intel is one of them. United Healthcare last year was at 630.
Yeah.
239. That is a precipitous decline. And for investors, that's not what you want to hold. And then also, too, there's a lot of awakening around the origin of the drugs and what materials are sourced, even for Ozempic and all that, Wegovy. Be mindful. A lot of people keep asking me, should you invest in United Healthcare? No, like it's for me, maybe 150 at a generational price, but even here it's still too high. I wouldn't touch it.
I'm not touching it. We talked about it last week. I'm not touching it.